Hi, I'm Roxana from WP Estate, and in this video I will show how to install the WPResidence CRM plugin. The WPResidence CRM is built for real estate websites using the WPResidence theme. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to install the CRM, what happens when you activate it, and how the main CRM workflow works from the first inquiry to a closed deal. The CRM plugin is a theme included plugin for the WPResidence theme, so it is designed to work with the theme active on your site. The install process is a simple one. Once you install the theme, you will have the warning for the theme included plugins, and you will need to install and activate it along with the other theme included plugins. I left the WP Estate CRM plugin uninstalled to show you the process only for this plugin, so you will need to click the button, press install and activate. When you activate the plugin for the first time, the plugin creates the custom database tables needed for contacts, leads, inquiries, deals, tasks, activities, notes, viewed listings and automations. It also adds default settings, default colors, stages, role permissions needed for the CRM to work. If your site had legacy CRM data from the older system, the plugin can migrate that data into the new CRM structure. The structure that you will see in this video has been added in the WPResidence theme version 5.6. So for older theme versions, the options shown in this video will not be available, and to have them, the WPResidence theme and theme included plugins needs to be updated. The CRM also creates front-end dashboard pages automatically. You'll have 9 pages created specially for the CRM functionality. So after activation, you should see these pages, the CRM section here and the CRM section in front-end user dashboard. After installation, the next step is to review the CRM settings. You can do that in admin under the CRM section. Here you can customize the CRM pages, labels, colors and other default options. You can also configure integrations such as HubSpot, Twilio and webhooks if you plan to connect the CRM with external tools. Once you are done with the settings in admin, you should go on front end, access the CRM section from the user dashboard and go to automations. Here you need to review the default automation rules. These are created in a post state, so you can decide which ones you want to activate. Before giving the CRM to your team, it's a good idea to log in as an agent and walk through the front-end dashboard so everyone understands where inquiries, contacts, leads and tasks are managed. The CRM dashboard is divided into several sections and each one has a specific role. First, there is inquiries. This is the inbox for new business. Inquiries can come from website forms, phone calls, emails, walk-ins, referrals, or any other source. Then you have contacts. Contacts are your main address book. This is where you manage people you have worked with, whether they are buyers, sellers, renters, owners, or investors. Next is leads. A lead is a qualified contact. This is someone who is actively looking to buy, sell or rent. Leads include more specific criteria such as location, price range, bedrooms, property type or other requirements. Then you have deals, active transactions. When a lead is connected to a specific property or serious opportunity, that lead can become a deal. Deals move through pipeline stages until they are won or lost. The next section is tasks. Tasks help you manage follow-ups, views, calls, reminders, and team activity. The activity section shows a timeline of what happened inside the CRM. This helps you understand the history of action, updates, and change. The stats section shows charts such as conversion rates, pipeline values, and activity volume. Finally, there is automations. The section is admin only, and here are set the rules that can trigger actions automatically when something happens in the CRM. If this is your first time using the CRM, here is the best way to test the full workflow. Start by opening the CRM overview and review the pipeline diagram. Then go to inquiries, add a manual inquiry. Once filled in, press the Save Inquiry button. You can see that you have now one inquiry. Next, open contacts. You should see the contact that was created from that inquiry. After that, create a lead for that contact and add basic buying or selling criteria. So press add new lead and fill in the details. Once you added all details, add the lead. Then promote that lead to a deal by adding a new deal. The new deal was connected to a property. You can add a new task such as a follow-up call or viewing reminder. Save the task once all details are added. You'll see it here. Finally, open activity to see how the CRM recorded what you just did. You'll also have details in stats section. In just a few minutes, you can test the entire CRM flow from inquiry, contact, lead, deal, task, activity, and stats. In the user dashboard, the sections will be visible for administrator and for agents. Regular agents see only the contact, leads, and tasks they own. Administrators can see all CRM records across the website. The automation section is available only to administrators, so regular agents do not see it in their CRM menu. This keeps the CRM useful for teams, agencies, and larger real estate businesses, where not every user should access every record. That's the basic setup and overview of the WPResidence CRM. You now know how to install the CRM, what happens on activation, how to review the settings, how to access the front-end dashboard, and how the CRM workflow connects inquiries, contacts, leads, deals, tasks, activities, stats, and automation. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get instant notifications on new videos.